Hi, welcome back to VNG Gaming. My name is Nick, and today I'm going to be answering those questions that you all asked me about a month and a half ago for my 5,000 subscriber special, air quotes. That was just me being really happy. That's why I posted that video. But before we get into that today, I do have a special announcement. I finally finished setting up my Patreon page, and while it's not the most perfect, polished thing yet, I plan on adding a lot more content. So if that is something you're interested in doing, becoming a Patreon and supporting me on the Patreon, I will have a link in the description of this video. Go ahead. You don't have to do it, but if you do it, that would be pleasantly awesome of you. But anyway, let's get into what today's video is about, answering your questions that you asked. So let's get straight into it. The first question I see is asked by ME596. What is your favorite game, your favorite Fallout game, your favorite character from Fallout, and your favorite part of the franchise? Well, my favorite game is Resident Evil 4. I don't think anything will ever change that. I love Resident Evil 4 so much. That's my favorite game. My favorite Fallout game is Fallout 3 without a doubt, but that's just me being biased because I played Fallout 3 before I played all the other ones. But I love Fallout 3 and I love Fallout New Vegas. I like playing Fallout 3 a little more. My favorite character from Fallout is Butch. Butch Deloria is the best. I love him very much. And my favorite part of the franchise is the post-apocalyptic style that they chose, because post-apocalyptia is like a great area for an open world RPG to take place with a lot of fun zany things you can do. So that's my favorite part of the game. Yuffie asks, how old are you and have you played Cyberpunk yet? If so, what did you think of it? I am 22 years old and I have not played Cyberpunk, not because it has a bad rep right now, mainly because it didn't look like it would be my style of game. I just didn't too futury for me, even though Fallout is a future game. It's less so because post-apocalyptia, but Goblin Tacos says, I've been coming back and checking your sub count, and it's crazy how fast you've grown. You seem to have a cool personality, and you do make great videos and different challenge ideas, so I can see you getting as big as Mitten Squad and Dante Ravioli. What equipment do you use to record? Well, first and foremost, Dante Ravioli and Mitten Squad are two of my most favorite YouTubers, and the equipment I use to record is, I use this Blue Yeti mic right here, nice mic stand, just like a basic Logitech HD 1080p 60 FPS camera, which never ever gets to 60 FPS 1080p because my PC kind of sucks. My PC is just a slightly better than normal PC. It's nothing special. And I use OBS to record all of my footage, and I use Shotcut to edit all of my videos. I also have an Elgato capture card in my PC. I think it's the best Elgato capture card you can get, like the 4K Mark II Ultra HD. I don't even know. It's a really nice graphics card. It's a really nice capture card. So that's the stuff I use to record. Would I Lie Gaming asks, which bear is best? Polar bear, obviously. Next question. That One Tomato asks, do you have any plans to make Elder Scrolls content? Well, yes, I do. I've already made 2 videos. Sorry, beat you to the punchline there. Jamie still asks, what are your favorite taco fillings? Well, for me, I like to go and take a soft shell taco, line it with meat, and then as much cheese as you can fit, because it's Wisconsin and we love cheese on everything. A lot of red onions after that, and a lot of salsa as well. I'm not too big on like adding tomatoes or olives or what's the other one? What's the other one? Lettuce. I'm not really big on lettuce on tacos, but that's how I dress my tacos. Terry Jives asks, why did you decide to start a YouTube channel? That is a great question. The reason I started the channel was it's been like a pipe dream for me since I was like 16. I've always wanted to do it. Never had the equipment to do it until last Christmas. My best friend Hunter bought me like everything I needed to start it. But I decided to start it because it's like a dream. I'd love to be a professional YouTuber. It'd be awesome just to be able to play games all day and stuff. Terry Jives has another question. When did you start playing Fallout, and what was your initial opinion of the game? I started playing Fallout back in like 2008 or 9. Not super long after Fallout 3 came out because I begged my dad to buy it. And my first initial opinion was, my God, this is great. Because prior to that, the only Bethesda game I ever played was Oblivion. And I love Oblivion, but Fallout 3 is just, ooh, super good. And one more from Terry Jives. What would you like to do in the future on your channel? I would love to get back into playing games just to play them without the challenge factor put in there, but I also understand that a lot of people come here for the challenges, so I'm going to have to wait on that for a bit until I can build up a smaller community within the community of people that want to see me just play games and act like a moron. Revive Hydra says, first of all, love your vids and the way you are in general. Keep it up, dude. Big red heart. Thank you, Revive Hydra. Do you have a job? If so, what do you do, and what would you like to do in the future? I do not have a real job. I quit my real job back in January due to differences with my boss, which is fine. I just don't want to get into that, but I quit my job, and I haven't had a real job since. And right now I'm relying solely on YouTube to bring in my income, which is fine because I can make enough in a month to pay my rent and buy some food. I'm pretty used to being poor, so I'm fine with it. But right now it might not be the best time because I have to have a lot of dental work done in the next coming months. So that's going to be a lot of work. Leiska asks, who are your favorite content creators now and when you were younger? So my content creators from now and when I was younger, they didn't change much aside from I found more content creators. My favorite content creators of all time goes down like this. JonTron is my number one favorite content creator ever. He's funny and he's always funny and he will always be funny. I go back and I watch his videos. I've watched them all like 8, 9 times now. And then it's Mitten Squad, Dante Ravioli. I love Markiplier still. I used to watch a lot of Jacksepticeye, but he doesn't post too often anymore. Um, Spiffing Brit is pretty cool. There's a lot of YouTubers. And another one, Wand of Sparking. He's a smaller YouTuber too, and he does Terraria videos. He's awesome. If you've never seen him, go check him out if you like Terraria. It's awesome. Jamie East says, good work with your channel. So question, what is your creative process and what are your influences? So my process is I will start up a game, whatever game I'm working on, and I will play it for an hour, recording it on OBS. And then after that hour is up, I will stop recording on OBS and then start recording again because to break the recording down into hour-long segments, it feels easier to make a script of it because you don't have to scroll through like 3 hours in one single video and be like, oh, I got to get everything important from this one video. When if you do it in like hour segments, you can sit there, scroll through, get a little bit more um, insight into what you've done in case you forgot. And then I just write the script kind of as I go with that. My influencers are just other YouTubers I've seen over the years. I take a lot of influence from a lot of different YouTubers. One Jellyfish asks, your favorite Fallout game? We already checked that off the list. What challenge was hardest slash easiest for you? We haven't done that yet. Okay, so the hardest challenge I think I've done so far is beating Skyrim with only an Iron Dagger. And that's because I limited myself to one Iron Dagger and not glitching the game with enchanting, or enchanting in general. So it was just the dagger doing very little damage on Master Mode. It was very, very painful. If you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it. The easiest challenge I think might have been, right now, the Can You Beat Fallout New Vegas Without Healing. I'm still mad at myself for kind of posting that because, well, I feel like I could have done so much better if I wouldn't have I only saved 50 times during the playthrough about, and that's like a lot, but it's not nearly as much as I've done for other challenges. I really should have set myself a save limit, like 10 saves the whole game or something like that, but, you win some, you lose some. Antoinette 2005 asks, since when have you been playing video games? Are you married? And what's your favorite game, apart from the ones that you upload to the channel? So, I've been playing games since I was about 5. I started with The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Great game, actually. If you've never played it, definitely check it out. Question 2. Am I married? No, I'm not married. I'm completely single, and it's going to stay that way for now, because I'm not really, looking for anyone, so... And my favorite game, apart from the ones I upload to the channel, oh man, so, I would say Ocarina of Time since I haven't uploaded it, but there's like 2 uploads of Ocarina of Time now. So I think the favorite game that I haven't uploaded to the channel would probably be Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Great game. I love Metal Gear Solid to death, and I'd love to do challenges for it, but I don't think they'd be very hard because, they specifically make the games for you to beat them without being detected or with like a certain weapon, so... So, Seductive Duckling says, congrats, dude. Can't wait to see you hit 10k in a week. I am so sorry that didn't happen. What was your first Fallout game? We checked that off the list. And would you ever consider doing a challenge with either Fallout 1 or Fallout 2? I would love to do challenges for Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. I just have to rebuy them because my friend Hunter Unsteam shared me, so I can't use his copies. I know they're pretty cheap, but, I'll get around to it. Mr. Happy Chappy X asks, did you have any idea that your first Fallout New Vegas video would get over 166,000 views? How did you feel when you saw that go big? I had no idea it was going to happen. I had like an inkling that maybe some people would watch it and they'd be like, oh, that's an awesome video that you did. And it only had like 100 views for a week and a half. And then the day that it spiked and went to like 10,000 views or something in one day, I was like, holy moly, something fishy's going on. And then the subscribers started kicking in like crazy. So I had no idea it was going to do that well. And when it went big, I was like, heart palpitations. I was like, my God, it's happening. It's happening. Zach Gotstis asks, what country slash state do you live in, if you don't mind answering? So I live in Wisconsin in the United States, the home of beer and cheese. At the same time, mind you. Zach Ghostis also asks, what are your favorite activities to do when not playing video games? I love to just scroll around on YouTube, watch random YouTube videos. I like to read books, a lot of books. Stephen King, I love Stephen King. Also, please don't impale me for this, but I also like reading the Twilight books. I'm a big sap for romance like that, but I like to do a lot of things besides play games. But also, I like to play games too. Another question from Zach Gotstis. What's your favorite Fallout New Vegas character? And what side do you usually pick on your more casual playthroughs? My favorite Fallout New Vegas character is Veronica because she has an awesome power fist, and I just like her comedy. She always wants a dress, and I think that's funny. And I usually go with NCR in my casual playthroughs because I like the NCR. Dummy says, love the channel, keep up the good work. Question, favorite Resident Evil game? So my favorite Resident Evil game is Resident Evil 4, but if I had to pick another Resident Evil game, it would be Resident Evil Director's Cut on the PS1. I love that game. I can play it like 4 or 5 times in a day, and I don't get tired of it. It's just a beautiful, well-made game, especially for something made in the especially for something made in the late 90s. So if you've never played the original Resident Evil, check it out. James Jameson asks, what or who inspired you to start doing Fallout Challenge runs? Well, Mitten Squad played a big role in it because when he had his hiatus, there was not a lot of content that I saw popping up on my feed related to Fallout. So I just took it in my own hands to make a video just the one time, I thought. But it really inspired me when people started watching the absolute crap out of it, and I got a bunch of subscribers, and I was like, wow, maybe I should do this. Lewis Oritz asks, what video game did you regret buying? I have it right here, actually. This is my most regrettably bought game. Oh, let's not have that. It's Castlevania, Legacy of Darkness. I'm trying to let it so you can read the label, but it's not working very well. Read the label. There we go. Castlevania, Legacy of Darkness. I hate this game. It's a pile of trash. I bought it for Vinny so we could play it on the channel, and we never finished it because our equipment broke. Good. It totally wasn't me sabotaging the equipment either. Ski Planka asks, will you ever do any KOTOR 1 or 2 challenges, seeing as you have uploads of those games on your channel? Hunter and I right now are actually working on a KOTOR 1 challenge, and we're very close to being done with the game, but it's going to take us like a month and a half to edit it probably because our time schedules vary so much, and there's like 40 hours of footage we have to go through. So that'll be a little bit before it comes up. But yes, we're doing KOTOR challenges. Parker Prevost asks, how long does it take to do a challenge run? That is another good question. So usually the gameplay takes about anywhere from 9 to 15 hours, depending on how hard the challenge was or how much extra stuff I decided to do during the game. And then after that, the editing process and the script writing process, they take about a day a piece, not a full day, like maybe a 7-hour work day on the script and a 7-hour work day editing the rest of the video, editing my breathing out, getting some music, making sure everything looks good. It could be a process. So about anywhere from 3 to 4 days fully with intermittent breaks because I'm not a workaholic. Wes Rosher asks, what was the worst game you've ever played? I'm not going to bring it out again because it's really hard to get it centered in with this camera, but Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, don't play it. And I also don't want to hear that people like it. It's great that you like it. I don't. We don't have to have the same opinion. Cheyenne Reynoso asks, how long have you known about Mitten Squad, and do you know if he has seen any of your videos? Also, I love your videos, and they're getting really on par with Paul's. Keep it up, I'm a big fan already. And I'm really sorry to say, Cheyenne, I do not think my videos are anywhere on par with Paul's at all. He's really good at what he does, and I am a newbie when it comes down to it, but thank you for saying that anyway. So I've known about Mitten Squad for a couple of years now. I've watched him for a couple of years. Just kind of, it was always nice to come home on a Sunday after work with my food, sit down and watch his newly released video. I loved it. He's fantastic, and I have no idea if he's seen any of my videos. If he has, I really hope he's seen the Fallout New Vegas Undetected Challenge run, because that was really awesome, but I don't think he's seen any of them yet. Not to my knowledge, at least. Aiden Fry asks, how long have you been doing YouTube? I've been doing YouTube since late December of 2020, like right at the end. I think the channel started on December 28th or something like that. But it took a while for the channel to actually take off. And that wasn't even for what we were doing on the channel. That was just me doing a one-time thing that turned into a full-time kind of gig. Logan Laurie asks, are you going to keep making challenge videos? Absolutely yes. I'm going to keep on making challenge videos because it's fun. Mr. Gum asks, are you a YouTuber? I'm not sure if I'm a YouTuber. I'm a guy that does stuff on YouTube. But I don't know if I classify as a YouTuber yet. Not at least a good one, you know. Flying Tomatoes asks, do you watch other New Vegas content creators? Schizo Elijah, Chad Nobark, TKS Mantis, etc. I do not really watch any other Fallout-related content on YouTube aside from Mitten Squad. Now, I've seen a little bit of Nurbit's videos. I've seen a little bit of Sens's videos. I've seen them floating around on the internet. I just haven't picked them up to decide to start watching them, mainly because now I'm playing Fallout New Vegas like at least once a week, and I've got to make sure I don't get bored of it because I love Fallout New Vegas, but playing any game for a very long amount of time can get boring. So no, I don't really watch too much Fallout New Vegas or Fallout content in general on YouTube. The Great Old One asks, what is your favorite Fallout 3 DLC? I'm going to get impaled for this. I love Mothership Zeta. You can't change my mind. Point Lookout is awesome. Operation Anchorage is awesome. Broken Steel is... You kind of need Broken Steel to finish the game, so it's important. But I love Mothership Zeta. It's great. The Pit. I don't really like the Pit, though. The Pit's horrible. I know. I said that. Deal with it. Noah Revan asks, do you/why don't you worship Easy Pete? I do worship Easy Pete. I love Easy Pete. Secretly, I am Easy Pete. I mean, I did a challenge as Easy Pete, so that makes me Easy Pete, right? Colonel Skeleton asks, you might have already shown it, but where did you get the T51 Power Armor helmet on your profile picture? I lucked out and I picked that up at GameStop for half off. It was $50, originally $100. So if you ever at GameStop, they might have them there. But you could also probably just go to Amazon or eBay and buy one too. Within Code asks, will Vinny be making more appearances? We plan on having Vinny come back on the channel. He was pretty busy for a while, and he had to leave for a while because he was going to get another job somewhere else. It didn't pull through, so he's going to be here for a couple more months, and I've got some challenges set aside for us to both try. So hopefully you will see him soon here. And that looks about to be all the comments that are not similar to other comments somebody already put on there. So I'm glad that everybody asked the questions they did. It was really fun. And I hope that you guys are happy with the answers I gave. If you have any more questions, you can throw them down in the comments. I'll just answer them probably right on the spot without another video. I might do another video like this way later on down the line when we have like 50,000 subs, because by then this is going to be like an obsolete video to watch. But thanks for asking all your questions. Make sure to check out my Patreon if that's something you're interested in doing. The support would mean so much to me, okay? Also, check out the Discord because you'll get notifications whenever I'm going live on streaming or whenever I release a brand new video. So make sure you check out the Discord as well. And until next time, stay safe out there, and peace out.